Hi fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report. Let's get on with some news. I got a lot of news. Hey, Michael Cole, he appeared with Sting and Randy Orton, by the way, on the WWE Network after Monday Night's Raw from Des Moines, Iowa went off the air. Sting seemed to be very excited to be there and said he'd been waiting 14 years to be in the WWE ring, and added that it felt like smoking good to him. Sting meant that he had been told by, of course, Triple H that somebody needs to take him down, and Sting closed by saying that's what he exactly is going to do to Triple H at WrestleMania 31. Take him down. Never did say down where. I was kind of confused on that. Anyway, Sting made his exit with the bat, and fans gave him another huge pop. May 25th, WWE Live in Nassau Coliseum on Long Island is billed to be the final WWE event there. The venue is going to be shut down for renovations, and WWE's been running there since it opened. News.com in Australia reports that WWE has signed an Australian bodybuilder, Chris Atkins. 26-year-old moved to Los Angeles about 6 months ago to begin training for WWE, and for the tryout anyway, and was invited to one 6 weeks ago. PWI Insider reports that WWE has signed Canadian female wrestler Jasmine Abray, who is trained by former WWE and TNA talent Taylor Wilde. Where'd she go? Come think of it. All right, WWE not Lawler, hang on. WWE lawyer, big difference. McDivitt, he was talking, they were, saying, is there any, thing to the Big Daddy V, the Frazier case and everything. He said, McDivitt said, Frazier's case is tragic, but the nearly 500-pound performer's death had nothing to do with his career as a pro wrestler. It's an embarrassment to be a lawyer sometimes, and it's ridiculous that someone can, try to blame someone because a gentleman with a weight problem died of a heart attack in the shower 8 years after he last performed. It's ridiculous to try and blame, someone for that. It's kind of cold, but, And also noted NXT, by the way, that was just a little bit the other day's news. Now we got some today's news. Is noted that WWE's NXT talent on Twitter yesterday said that the company sold about 4,100 tickets in just a few hours for the NXT live event in California during WrestleMania weekend. Well, anyway, apparently the breakdown of the tickets sold is between 2,200 and 2,400 sold Friday on the pre-sale, and the rest was on Monday. With that said, over 4,000 tickets being sold that fast with nothing but social media advertising is impressive and will likely catch the eye of the Lord and Master Vince McMahon. And while there's rumors that top Ring of Honor stars, the Briscoes, could be going down to WWE soon, which they've said that I think for the last 2 years, they are locked into ROH until midsummer at least, and the feeling going around is they will not be going to NXT. One talent, they didn't say WWE, but they said NXT. And one talent who's expected to go to WWE before spring is over is the Samoa Joe guy. North American Wrestling Rankings blog, which keeps stats, TV stats, since November of 2006, reports the following, which I think would be a boring job to have, but somebody's got to do it. It says, when Ryback defeated The Miz in March 12th, 2015 episode of SmackDown, it was his 100th televised singles victory. The big guy is just one of 15 wrestlers that win 100 behind these guys: CM Punk, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Kane, Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, Big Show, Mark Henry, Alberto Del Rio, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, and Jack Swagger. They ought to know. Alicia Fox, She's going to be appearing as a guest star on an upcoming episode of sci-fi series Dominion. I'd never seen the thing, don't know nothing about that show. And it sounds like Paige will be featured in the upcoming issue of Muttness. Oh, hang on. This is Hump Day, right? Good. Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine. Didn't know they had a Hers. I'd rather see that one, I guess. Anyway, Muscle and Fitness editor Sean Bryan tweeted the following after WWE's live event in Madison Square Garden a few weeks back. He says, this year, he just announcing that she's going to be hinting around that she's going to be on there. Anyway, this year's Women Can Have It All event at Sacred Heart University, Fairfield, Connecticut on March 25th will feature Linda McMahon chatting with NBC's Universal's Bonnie Hammer. Last year's event featured Linda talking with her daughter Stephanie, which maybe they did that in the kitchen or somewhere. They probably talked quite a bit. No big deal. And I haven't heard anything out of Linda for quite a while. Of course, it's not election year. You think she'll run again? Oh, come on. All right. Michael Cole botched a WrestleMania 31 start time early on on Monday night's Raw. Apparently, it was a big deal backstage amongst Vince and likely Kevin Dunn. Apparently, Vince gave Michael Cole a hard time in his headset, and it sounded like he told JBL to join in. And he can do that. JBL's, he's, anyway. So, we got a little back and forth between Axel and Snoop Dogg. Axel says, listen, Snoop Dogg, the only thing running wild is Axelmania in WWE, but Snoop Dogg said, better not talk out of line, nephew. Says, Snoop Mania is going to run all over Raw Monday. I've been doing it for years. LA is my town. WWE stock was down 2.7%, closing at $16.07 a share. Today's high was about $16.48. The low was $15.88. And I still can maybe buy a share of stock or so. It was $12 a few months ago, and I should have got it then. Man. And as noted, Lillian Garcia, she got a new single called Stung out today. She noted on Twitter that she's going to be working on a new CD to be released soon. I don't think they ever, WWE, I don't know if they sell it on their website or not, but they don't help her out too much with the music part. WWE announced at last night's SmackDown taping that Japanese legend and former WWF lightweight champion, remember Fujiyami? He's going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame next year. Or rather, this year. Tatsumi Fujinami, yeah. I don't know. I thought they had them all. But anyway, he said he's going to be the first. We first noted back in February that WWE officials had discussed Fujinami for induction, but I'm not sure what the deal is with Kevin Nash. He was supposed to be in there, but things kind of changed. Now, I think they try to get everybody into the Hall of Fame in different categories. They got, let's say, the younger kids. Of course, I don't know if the younger kids know who Bushwhackers are, but they're kind of a comedy thing. And then they do the women's with the Medusa, and then they, the old stars. Of course, they had Bruno back. I don't know if any of the current people watching wrestling know who Bruno was back then, but well, they kind of do now. Don't know where he went to. Hasn't been around lately. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar is reportedly close to signing a new deal with WWE, according to the talk going around on Tuesday's SmackDown taping. Reddit user Mets Fans for Life, who broke several stories about WWE in the past, noted that the word at SmackDown that with the lack of popularity that Roman Reigns has received as of late, Triple H is pushing Vince on the idea of keeping the title on Lesnar. If Lesnar does retain, the title at WrestleMania 31, it would likely mean a continued special attraction schedule for, for him. He only does maybe just 2 hands full of dates a year. Triple H recently been big on the idea that Intercontinental Champion or Intercontinental title and U.S. title would be important and mean something again. The title, if Brock retains it, is to put the U.S. title on John Cena, IC title on Daniel Bryan. The idea is that two top stars, Cena and Bryan, would bring legitimacy to the title. Also, Lesnar, while Lesnar's gone for his hiatus, Cena and Bryan can, do the main event in Raw, SmackDown, and other, to keep the momentum going and the belts going, titles in their behalf. And it's noted a lot of change can happen between now and WrestleMania, but just one of the many ideas that's been talked about. Hang on a second, I'm going to give you a little synopsis I think could happen. Well, I think it should happen. But anyway, happy birthday to Chicago founder Mike Quackenbush, 39 years old today, former WWE talent, current in TNA star Ethan Carter III, and like I said, is 32. Old champion Rick Martel, 59 years old. And also, this would have been the birthday of WWF ECW wrestler Mike Mad Dog Bell, would have been 44 years old. I can't see anyone that's in WWE right now beating Brock Lesnar on an up-and-up match. I can't see it. Lesnar's too good a draw and too powerful a draw to just let him go. I think they need to re-sign him. But here's what I think: if they want to get the title off of him and have him save face, let Lesnar either have a count out at WrestleMania 31 or DQ, or the ref calls the match. And Lesnar, of course, there's no title change then. But Lesnar spent, passed out. He could have cracked his head. He could be, laying there and not able to get back into the ring in time. Count them out. Count both of them out. Rollins runs down, cashes in the title, and now the belt's off of Lesnar, and Lesnar saves face and no loss. I think that would be a good way to get it off of him and keep Lesnar if you can. Pay him some good money. If he brings in the asses in the seats, he's goodbye. Thanks. Talk about goodbye. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.